How are ya? So it's been a while. Angelina of BlueprintDIY has been doing an upcycling competition series called Next Up Upcycler, and they have been working with denim. So today, I thought I would finish a denim upcycle. Not really finish, rework a denim upcycle I did. It was a pair of pants that I didn't like and I took apart. Yay! There she is. So I'll show you a picture of them so you know what they look like. But it's a pair of pants and I've taken them apart. Okay, there's one panel. How well can you see that? Oh, terrible, it's terrible. The lighting in here is quite atrocious. Okay, that's an improvement. Give me a second. Let me tie my curtains up. How is that? Ooh, much better. Take you back. There you go. Maybe a bit to the side. Let me pull this over. Back. Up, down. Okay, I think we got the angle. There she is. That's one panel. There's the other panel. So I want to turn it into a skirt. That didn't quite pan out, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'm just gonna cut a bunch of squares. That's one. So based on the length of the panel and the width of the tail, I worked out that I need about 43 inches in length by about 25, 26 to accommodate the tail. There are 8 panels in the skirt, so I'm gonna need 8 of those. In order to create the patchwork, I started by sewing the pieces in rows first. I serged the end, and then I sewed each row together. You could also opt to do the opposite thing and sew the pieces in columns first, and then attach the columns. Whatever floats your boat. Here's one all done, sewn. I've also serged. Change of plans. Turns out I don't have enough denim fabric to make the number of panels I need for the skirt. So instead, this is the pattern that I'm going to be using for the corset. It's by Ralph Pink. It is their half-boned full-length stays. Okay, so the pattern says to cut 2 pairs of each pattern piece. So I'm just gonna get started. I hope I have enough fabric. fabric here. So the free Ralph Pink corset only comes in a size 8. I do believe you can purchase additional sizes if you want. The pattern does come with seam allowances already included, but I still marked about 1/2 inch around each pattern piece just to be safe. I could always take it in later. So the pattern pieces are lettered, that is labeled A, B, C, D. So the next thing I did was to pin the pieces together based on the letters. So I pinned A to B, B to C, C to D, and so on. So I've pinned all the pieces together, except for the straps. I need to sew this together first before I sew the straps. So, let's get the other sides. Okay, so right sides facing each other. Things are falling, things are falling. Wrong side. It's the one that fell. Okay. There we go. So I'm just gonna pin all that together. So I'm gonna cut slits into the curves so it's easier to turn. So it turns.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't.
Okay, so I just, but not at the seam. Also gonna clip some of the corners so they turn easier. And now we turn it inside out. Outside in. Inside out. Oh gosh, pin. There was a pin. Goodness, that hurt. That hurt a lot. So a few more things to be done by hand before I can call this complete. Let's get you guys in closer. I'm going to fold in the ends. And pin those. in place. I'm thinking I might leave the ends raw. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to sew into the sides. How well can you see that? And then on the opposite side, the same thing. So we're just going to keep going back and forth like that until we reach the end, and it should secure our sides without a visible seam. Gonna make the eyelets the way I always do. Going to use a seam ripper and cut open the hole the shape of a plus sign, and then sew round the hole. So the next day, I managed to finish sewing the eyelets on one, and now I have this one to complete. Yay! So I am on the last eyelet. My fingertips are screaming. So what I want to do, the last thing I want to do, is to add a floral pattern using the remaining scraps of denim. So everything's pinned in place on both sides, and we're going to be hand sewing them on. So that should be a great deal of fun. I think I'm gonna use black. I'm only going to be sewing through the top layer because I don't want the stitches to appear on the other side.
Bye, have a great time.